Alright, so there's a long delay, but I guess that's normal. We are heading to Sector 4. And we are in need of a little bit of fuel, perhaps. Fuel is always useful. And I always seem to struggle with it. So let's wait with our distress beacon on. Although your lack of fuel cells prevents your ship from jumping, you can still use your impulse engines. Will you spend some time exploring the nearby system? Of course I will. But no ships respond to my hails, and I find nothing of interest. Well, let's wait again as the fleet approaches. A poorly armed slug ship cruises by and offers assistance. Their captain seems to be chuckling to himself, perhaps at the prices he's charging. I would chuckle at those prices. They're very, very, very standard. Udati is trustworthy, but have no choice but to make the deal. However, you complete the exchange without event. Everything looks secure, but suddenly a number of supplies disappeared. He must have planted a portable teleporter into your cargo bay somehow. Before you can react, his ship is long gone. See, I don't even have a cargo bay. But at least I can jump, I guess. Chuckles. Hopefully I catch up with him and fight him. You arrive in the system to see a pirate ship pursuing a civilian ship. You detect messages from the civilian ship on a distress frequency. Aids the civilian ship. Yes, I will aids it. Oh good, it has defense too. It's my favorite. Let's mind control the mantis so we can win in a fight. Oh, why did I do that? I can bring that attack or combat drone on. Oh, no, I can't. Because the defense drone came back to life for a second. Alright. Let's see if I can't get my first crew kill. Did it! Hot diggity! Raise your glass of milk and toast to my first crew kill, and then drink your milk. And a fire beam! They respond, it's a good thing you came when you did, so that we could give you a fire beam! They may have said something else, but all I heard was fire beam. I have fire beam! So what I'm going to do is use my burst laser 1 to take down shields, and then make fire. And get crew kills with fire. Or at least that's my plan. But maybe instead of that, I just won't ever see any ships. I need more fuel again. You detect a Mantis expedition vessel returning home with its haul. So determined are they, in fact, that they don't wait to see if you're hostile before firing. Well, I am hostile. Hostile enough to die. Alright, let me just see what happens. I don't think I can do anything but temporarily drop their shields. Yeah, even if I wanted to... Well, I guess if I wanted to use the home missile, I could take their shields down. But... this fire beam does take a while to charge. And now it takes even longer to charge. So I'm going to keep it going. Just because of how long it takes to charge, I'm going to keep it going. I feel like my burst laser can charge up so much quicker. Miss. Alright, after about 45 minutes, I'm finally ready to try starting a fire. I want to start a big one. Oops. Let's see. Of course it would miss. Why wouldn't it miss? Well, I didn't time that very well, but I know something's on fire in there. It kind of has to be. Oh good, it was on fire. Let's take out the clone bay. Oh, we almost got to the engines there. Alright, let's repair the engines that we have while we still have them. Huh. Alright, we're gonna vent. And then just do a little fighting over here, I guess. And hopefully this last fire will just kill everyone. Now, if I understand the game correctly... Oh, there you go. I was gonna say, if it damaged the other 3 remaining systems, each one, as it's destroyed, would take away 1 bar of power, or not power, hull, and... So if it had 2 hull, the ship could destroy itself before the crew died. Which is what I would try to avoid as it stands. We got our crew kill. And theoretically we can be getting a lot more of those. We have 2 hull missiles. I'm gonna leave one up there in case I need to use it. Oh, I forgot I had the drone recovery arm, so I shouldn't hesitate to use it if I feel like I need it. Although if I'm trying to get crew kills, I probably don't need it. No? What if I traded 5 missiles for 1 fuel? Or maybe 1 missile for 5 fuel? I just want fuel. Give me fuel, give me fire. It's what I desire. Alrighty then. So I can't jump, which means I have to destroy the ship or die trying. Good thing I kept that home missile. I could try to take their shields down, or I could just hit him in the empty hull and kill him. I'm gonna do the shields. Well, I'm gonna try. I have a bad feeling about this because I just don't have enough power. And apparently, this ship has a lot of power. Let's try to hit its piloting so that it can't jump. It's probably gonna have its shields repaired. Maybe not. Alright, I can't jump, but I feel like I should just target the shields repeatedly with my home missile. Well, I could do it with the burst laser. Let's just take our oxygen down and try to take care of this thing as soon as we can. I'm kind of tempted to accept it just because I think it could escape, although as long as I don't miss, I'll destroy it with my burst laser 1. And I missed. Okay. Let's just hit it. Alright, we got it. And we got a fuel. And there's a store, so let's jump. Power up everything. So I like to exit the store and power everything first. I don't know if it's not necessary, I'm sure, but it's what I like to do. I'm gonna sell Burst Laser 2. Gotta get that. It's as if I no longer need Burst Laser 1, but at the same time, I do think I probably will need it later on. Glaive Beam would be great if it took 1 or 2 power. Obviously that's unrealistic. Oh wait, I need fuel. So I would need another 50 plus 55. So I need another 105 to be able to run all 3 weapons. I'd rather upgrade mind control. And I thought I saw a beacon over in this area. Obviously there isn't one. I mean, I might as well jump here, and maybe, if I can, here. And then just backtrack. Problem is, fuel. Because I don't have any fuel, this is such a... I'm leaving the sector way too early, but I just don't want to risk jumping and running out of fuel. And I can guarantee the NG homeworld will give me plenty of fuel. Yes, that is an empty guarantee, but I'm guaranteeing it anyways. I will buy fuel. I don't think I need my combat drone. If I had a fire drone, I could take the shields down and I wouldn't need a fired beam. Which takes so long. And then I don't need to upgrade my weapons. I've never done what I just did before, so I don't know how it's gonna play out. So what I might end up doing is burst lasering shields, and then doing a fire. Yeah, I don't want to sell any drone parts. Well, I could sell, I think 6. I don't think I'm going to use this. I don't think I'm going to use 16 more than I'll pick up from destroying ships. And I could use the scrap. It would also be great if I could, you know, fight ships. I've had a lot of jumps on this stream that haven't actually resulted in fighting any ships. I don't have a clone base, so I don't want to risk that. Come on, give me an enemy ship. Hail them, finally. As you hail the freighter, it advances, weapons bristling from its hull. It's a pirate ambush. Oh, don't worry, I'll be dead soon. I got a fire in! Come on! I just wish the shields would stay down. We're gonna just keep missing. Alright, I shouldn't have to fire anymore. I'm not using both weapons because I'm trying to get crew kills. And I want to minimize hull damage. I just wanted to take the shields down. It took a lot more tries than I was hoping. I will... I don't want them to escape. Okay, jump is imminent, so I'm gonna have to shoot their piloting. Can I depower it after one shot? You know, if they offered me 6 fuel, I would accept. Oh, great. Jump imminent, and I hit the piloting with one shot, and it wasn't enough. And I think I should know better. It has to be red, doesn't it? Well, I shooted that one. Alright, next time I'll let the burst laser fire twice. If it had more than 3 hull, I would have let it fire all 3 times. And that's a shame, because I could have used fuel. Really? Okay, so on this run, I'd have to double check, but I think 75% of my jumps have had no ships to fight. And I've bought 2 stores completely full of fuel, and I'm still running out of fuel. Hey, 3 fuel. destroys. I don't like how these beacons are all inconveniently too far apart. And I don't know if you saw the previous sector, but the way they were laid out, and I had to get to a store to buy fuel, and it was a nebula, I pretty much had to jump to this sector while the fleet was just about halfway through. I could have gone down and tried to backtrack, but I would have run out of fuel if I didn't win any or earn any more. The NG are awaiting you at the beacon with their weapons online. They explain a computer virus that is wanted for hostile acts against the NG, multiple counts of binary scrambling, nano-dissolution, which of course is the worst thing ever, and variable interference is aboard your vessel. Continue. They insist... I should just attack them. Well, I'm gonna do the blue option. I just want to fight a little bit more, though. Oh, of course, King is gone. So they weren't lying, there really was a nanovirus. And the dissolution. I think that's my least favorite illusion. The dissolution. Yeah. With that drone defense, I think I'm just gonna have to do a normal fight here. I'm not good enough to get a crew kill in this situation. They have 2 defense 2s? Yeah, blue options rarely end badly. I don't know if I've ever seen one end bad. Are those... They look like defense 2s, but they're not shooting down my lasers. Oh, it's just drone control. I'm not using that. Hey! I momentarily did something to the shields. Well, if they're defense 1, that's very convenient. Now they have 1 defense 1. Can I get a crew kill? I don't think I can. Now I know that I cannot. Oh, I think I remember this. You lose someone, but you get someone named Virus, and they're really good at everything. So it's essentially you just upgrade one of your crew members. I mean, I lost a NG for a better NG. So I'm gonna put him in the engines for more evade. So, what I would like to do is rename him. I would like to find a store or some event that helps my hull. And I'm kinda... yeah, let's investigate. I need to upgrade my shields and engines. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an old NG ship's crash site. Inside, you are able to find and reactivate an NG named Atari Bigby, who's really good at punching things and making my doors better. Or maybe my shields. My doors are okay. We're in Sector 6 with level 2 shields. Hopefully we can find maybe like a random weapon, 500 scrap floating in space. That would be really useful. You're far from Federation home space here in Zoltan territory, and it's not clear whether the authorities will have any goodwill remaining. Still, you have to push forward. Prepped and ready! Wow, it's like people that I know are in this room, watching me. Oh, I know this quest. This is a good deal. An unarmed Zoltan transport vessel is slowly making its way toward the beacon here. They hail, "This is a Zoltan peace envoy. We carry no weapons or shielding and rely on the mercy of others to communicate our message. Hear them out. You always want to hear them out." They continue, "We take your silence for interested contemplation." They talk at length about peace and harmony, but it's either beyond your simple mind or it's all nonsense. It's actually both. It's beyond my simple mind and it's nonsense. But they do add a quest marker that's quite useful. They finish, "Please spread the word of enlightenment to those that have not heard. Once you have, contact our brethren." They transmit coordinates of their so-called brethren. So we want to go all the way down to this quest marker here. But I feel like going to the distress beacon first, and then the store to repair. Oh, it's just attacking oxygen. I don't need that. Oh, it's just my engines. They're fine. Wait, no. Do both. There's too many misses. Now that's inconvenient. Alright, hopefully I can do some damage to these shields and start a fire. No, of course not. I may actually have to jump to get to the store. Oh, that's a little bit more damage than I wanted to do. A fire in the cone bay would help. Oh, that's gonna explode. Well, I'll get better at that. At least I got some fuel and a halberd beam to sell. At least I can fix, I can repair. Oh, let's see. I might want to use this halberd beam and just give up on the idea of crew kills for a while. Or maybe not. We'll see. I want to do this quest though. You arrive at the location specified by the peace-loving Zoltan, but the only thing nearby is a rebel ship closing in fast. We found you! You're not getting away this time! Yeah, I'll be getting away. Attempt to hail them. They open communications. I can't imagine there's anything you could say that will save you. The rebellion must destroy those that are still loyal to the obsolete Federation. You should say, perhaps there could be a reconciliation of our ideals without war? And then they say, our ideals are too different to be easily reconciled. You think this could end any way but war? And then the right answer is, true progress can only be achieved without bloodshed. Suddenly, all indications of the rebel ship fade away, and a Zoltan fleet appears around your ship. The captain of the ship you met previously materializes on your bridge. And that's how you unlock the Zoltan cruiser. Although your methods are crude and most certainly ineffective, it is clear that you took our previous meeting to heart. If your ship represents the Federation's willingness to adapt, we shall do what we can to aid in their fight. I will personally assist. A Zoltan cruiser has been unlocked and added to the hangar. And now we have a Zoltan crew member, whose name is Bob Latifos. And he is good at everything. Let's put him in the weapons room. And then this guy can go to doors, maybe. Option 1 and then 2 gives you the Zoltan shield? What? I've made a terrible mistake. But I also like the Zoltan guy. Because they provide power. Alright, this time I can get a crew kill. It's 50-50? I've never gotten the shield from that. I always get the guy. Alright, so I thought the halberd beam could go through... Oh, it only does 2 damage per room. So I was wrong. Man, their evade is too high. I guess I didn't notice their anti-drone drone, so starting a fire would be difficult. Not for them, they started a fire in my pit. Not enough damage. And I need more shields. Come on, click. You know, I figured that fire would have taken that drone control down a little quicker, but I probably shouldn't have figured that, because it didn't. But at least I can mind control the guy trying to put the fire out, so that I can finally stop wasting drone parts. No, I don't like your idea to surrender. I want my crew killed. I wish they'd use a hull repair drone so that these fires wouldn't destroy them. If Vincent would just try fighting fires and then die from that, then I'll get a crew kill. Alright, whichever one heads to the medbay first, I'm gonna mind control him. Maybe I'll just mind control here. No, I was hoping they'd fight one another. And that would keep Vincent out of the medbay, but obviously that didn't work. That's a shame. But hey, I can get my 3rd level of shield, which should keep me from dying in this sector. And then I can die in the next sector instead. It's going to be difficult to evade with my engine tapped. I guess my burst laser is in the process of firing. I can't change its target. Oh, well, it missed anyway. I'm gonna keep trying to take the shields down. Maybe I should fire them at the same time. Like a smart person. Alright. I should stop wasting time. Maybe I can do some damage to the clone bay too. Who knows? Oh, I did do some damage to the clone bay. I didn't shoot it. You know, maybe this halberd beam was a bad idea. Because 2 shots hitting the shields, or is it just 1 shot hitting the shields, and the halberd beam, it's not getting the job done. I can't even get the shields down enough to even try the fire drone. Alright, I'm done trying to get crew kills. I'm gonna sell the fire drone. Well, that hurt. Alright, I'm gonna give it one last chance. There's only 2 crew members. Get a fire in there! Oops. Nice. That might pull it off. They have no shields and a weak crew member who's manning weapons and no medbay. And I'm getting really good at evasion here, thankfully. So it turns out the key to getting crew kills is to say you're not going to try, and then eventually just try and then be successful at it. Or just get really lucky. With the crew dead, you were able to take the fuel out of storage. You also take all the scrap you can manage. Alright, so maybe the crew kills wasn't the bad idea. The bad idea was trying the halberd beam to get the crew kill. Achievement unlocked. I don't see that achievement here. I think their ship will explode because of the fire spreading. Unless it hit all the... Well, no, it still has weapons to destroy. Unless it runs out of oxygen first. It won't make a difference, it's just kind of nice to see it explode. There you go. There you go. Alright, so... change of plans. I will not use the halberd beam, and I might be able to get some crew kills. If you don't know, Bob Latifos, crew kills are a good way to earn more scrap and better rewards to make the game a little less difficult. This game is one of those games that when you play on easy, it's kind of like playing other games on hard. It's just really difficult to win. A rebel captain appears on the screen. I thought we had been doomed to backwater assignments. This is my chance to get back in command's good graces. Charge the weapons! Yeah, charge your weapons, guy. My mission is to destroy the flagship. This is not going well. Look at all the spare power that I can't use. Alright, I'm jumping. Much better! Boy, I hope the shields come back on before I get totally wiped out by this combat drone. Stop killing me! Alright, let's try to take the shields down. Hopefully more asteroids come in and assist with that. And I should probably power that third shield. This will be tough to get a crew kill here, but it is possible. They don't have any oxygen. Oh, you know what? He's going to destroy the shields, and that'll do that last hull damage. And I can't do anything about it. Oh good, he left the room, so the fire can destroy it instead. I guess I could have turned off the fire. Well, the fire was spreading on its own. I should have done a different room. Alright, let's just take the shields down. If we can, let's take the shields down. Let's do 1 bit of damage to the shields, if we can. It's like they're hitting at the same time. Maybe we can take some of their evade down. Oh wait, I wanted to fire Burst Laser 1, and wait a little bit, and then fire Burst Laser 2. Oh, it keeps missing. Stop missing! Alright, we might have to do a halberd beam. If I can do this right, this will do a lot of damage. I don't think I can do it right. Oh, I didn't want it to fire yet. Wait. I shrewded it. It's like, what is that, 2 misses? They must have a really high evade. Or I guess that's just hitting the super shield. That super shield doesn't recharge that fast when I have it. I'd like to destroy their shield generator thing. Has it even done any damage to me yet? It's like one hits the super shield, one takes one shield level down, and the other one completely misses every time. There we go. So this should do 1 damage per room, as long as it only has 1 shield up. Alright. This is over. For now. Probably should have mind controlled a little earlier there. The other option is I could have just jumped away a while ago, but since it's not doing any damage to me, I figured why not see if I can't finally penetrate their defenses. That should do it. No thanks. Okay, look at all that scrap. A store would be nice. I'm just gonna exit. There's a chance I go to the nebula and it's ion or whatever and I lose a bunch of power. Maybe it says it in the description, but I guess I was too impatient to read it. Oh, great. A nebula. Cool. The subs that live in this nebula field are leisure-centered civilization. Everything is like I've done pursuing mortgages and more time spent in extravagant adventures. This nebula releases treasure in open space. And I said some of those words. I'm gonna get a little more. Maybe I'll get a little more fuel. Alright, good night, brother. Rest well. Hey, cloaking! I'm gonna get that last shield. Well, they have 2 burst laser 2s? No, one's a 1. One's a 2. No, one's a 2 and one's a 3. So I'm basically gonna die here. I guess I could cloak. It's a good thing I got that cloak beam. Or not beam, that cloak. Because now it just missed a bunch of shots. Oops. Oops. So I cloaked on the burst laser 2. I should have cloaked on the burst laser 3. The burst laser 2, which is this weapon here, will fire 3 lasers. And the burst laser 3 will fire 5 lasers. My evade is at 45%. When I cloak, I believe it goes to 105%. So I can dodge all 3 of these or all 5 of those. What's better? Obviously, dodging 5 is better than 3. Let's do the shield. So it only got 1 shot off before I damaged the weapons enough to depower it. And then these 5 are coming in, so I'm going to cloak, and you can see the evade goes to 105%. So you get 5 misses, which is very convenient. And this is actually... Well, if they had more hull, I could have gotten a crew kill with that fire drone, but it just wasn't working. And honestly, it's not the best way to get crew kills. At least I can sell all of these drone parts. You know, before I said when I had 16 that I could sell 6 and I'd probably still have plenty left. And I did, and I ended up gaining a lot, so... It seemed like a good decision. I do not regret it. If you're still around, and if I get to the flagship, it'll be hilarious to watch how easily that thing destroys me. Well, I might be able to... I doubt I can beat it. There's a chance. I have my shields maxed out, my engines are pretty good. I think I need to just get more power to my weapons, and that's expensive. So they can keep ionizing. That's what this weapon on the left is. And what that does is that just kind of takes power away from my shields. Just 1 level though, I still have 3 shield levels. So I can't really do any damage. Even if I had no shields, it can't do damage. But this charged weapon can do damage, so I'm only going to cloak when that's firing, if my cloak recharges in time. And it's not going to recharge in time. But I still have 45% evade, so I dodged 2 out of the 3 shots. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty good. The odds were not in my favor for it to do that. I will not accept surrender. What do I look like? A surrender acceptor? This game is on sale on Steam for $10. $10! You'd be crazy not to buy it, right? So what I'm going to be doing is upgrading my weapons 2 more, and then I'll need 2 more reactor power bars. And then I'll have one spare bar that I could probably upgrade cloaking with later on, if I can earn enough scrap. They're going to be teleporting over, so that'll be fun to deal with. They're in my oxygen room. I will vent it to space and even turn it off so they die quickly. And I can't use mind control because I can't see inside my ship. Alright, they've beamed away. Let's cloak. Missiles can... they bypass the shields completely. So... it's a good... and so do the bombs. There was a bomb right here that just missed. It's always a good idea to not get hit by missiles. I got a really lucky miss there. At 45%, I'll take it. Where are they? They're in this empty room. So, you unfortunately couldn't see because my sensors, which is right here, are down. It's disabled by the nebula that I'm in. But there was a little icon on the screen right around here that said intruders were on the ship. And then you can see when the doors turn red, which room they're in, and then you can open that up to space. And the oxygen drains out. And it takes a while, but it will kill them. There's a store up ahead. If I can get like a black one, that would be a really good deal. Alright, so I can get a crew kill here. The slugs here use a tactic you hope you'd never see. They use a remote hacking satellite to sabotage your oxygen production system and then charge fire weapons. You're going to suffocate. Maybe I can't get a crew kill. If you notice over here, they have no door in their oxygen room. So if I can take their oxygen room down, they could suffocate. Unfortunately, I didn't let my oxygen fully recharge. So it looks like I'll be suffocating first. And I'll have to just do what I can to destroy their ship. And with my weapons under attack and on fire, this is not going to go well. Alright, it took 4 to get that fire out quickly, but thankfully it worked. And I just don't have enough oxygen to even try. Going to the store. If they didn't hack my oxygen, it would have been a really easy crew kill. A second halberd beam? No, I don't think so. I think my best option would be to earn more scrap and upgrade the weapon, and then upgrade the reactor. This is the boring part. I'm going to sit here and let this oxygen replenish. So, this run will be exported to YouTube, and the first little bit of the run was not streamed live, but the video files are saved. Those will be put on YouTube. Some of them are like really short, like maybe a 2-minute video, just because I thought I could play for a while and then I had to go. Something unexpected came up, I don't remember what. So you'll have like a 10 or 15-minute video, and then a 2-minute video, and then another 10-minute video, and then this one is going to be an hour and a half or so. Unless I die really soon. But you can see the whole run, which would be great if I win. It took me about 80 hours of gameplay to finally win. On easy. I didn't feel like reading that. I probably should have read it though. Alright, well, I'm gonna have a hard time getting this weapon to be powered, because I won't have any more scrap. I'll have a little bit more. Now, this stream will be ending one way or another pretty soon. Your explanation, I should be reading these. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Churzo of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology risk all are safe none. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the rebel flagship. I don't think there's a weakness. I don't know what I'm explaining. It's really hard to fight that thing when you have to fight it 3 times. Tully responds, it's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outposts can provide some repairs and fuel, and other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck. 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. Maybe one of these repairs will still be there by the time I get there. At least it gave me fuel. Federation ships are scarce in this region of space despite a number of sailing space stations. You see a small bomber squadron engaged with some Federation scouts that quickly move into the assist. Okay, so that beam drone cannot do anything to my shields, which is very useful. But they have a flak 1 or 2 maybe, which is not good. Okay, good. A lot of it missed. It all missed. I didn't mean to unpause it there. Rumor has it if you pause at the right spot, you'll make the weapons miss. And it works in reverse, allegedly, when you fire, but it didn't seem to work. Okay, good. Got all 3. So now this halberd beam will do some significant damage. Why don't I do a mind control also? Actually, let me do it to this guy here. My evade is 45%, but I'm getting a lot more than that. I'm getting really lucky with these evades. Wow, that fight could not have gone any better. I don't think it hit me once. Well, it never got through my shields. And those I think the flak's the best weapon in the game. Other better people at this game than I would say Burst Laser 2 is the best weapon. I really need at least one more power, because then I can take... Well, no, I guess not. I could take Medbay offline. No one needs it right now. Lower mind control down a bit, and have 3 weapons. Ideally, though, I'd like the extra power bars, because they have a lot of protein or something. Oh, it has 2 beams. I don't know if I like that. I probably should have. Well, no. I don't need a cloak there. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. So they already captured this repair beacon. My guess is they'll head here next or here next. Hopefully here, because I can't get to that repair beacon. It'll take 3 jumps just to get there, and this one will take 2 to get to it. And the repair beacon does more than repair your hull. It also gives you more scrap and more supplies. Oh, they have 3. I've never seen one of these with 2 drones. This one has 3 drones. I mean, I just saw one a little bit ago, but before that. Really? 3 misses out of 5? That's not cool. Oh, there were 6 misses right there because I cloaked at the perfect time. If you cloak and then you fire your weapons, your cloak time reduces dramatically. Which typically is not what you want, but sometimes it is. Sometimes you want it to drop because you want it to recharge sooner. Wow, oh, okay, I was gonna say, almost avoided damage completely there. So, yeah, it's gonna, the charge, I mean, it's almost completely drained down. It's only level 1 cloak, so I may as well fire now. I just wanted to give it a little time for my shields to recharge, because they were at 1 and recharging, but they were still taking damage from the combat drone. And if you have no shields, these 2 drone beams or beam drones, are very, very dangerous. They can't penetrate the shields, but they can do a lot of damage if you don't have any shields. So I'm going to add extra power to the weapons bay. If the weapons bay takes 1 damage, I will still have enough power for all 3 weapons to work. If I hadn't done that and it took 1 damage, it would take off the burst laser 1, it would just take that offline, or whatever weapon I have in my third slot, which happens to be burst laser. Alright, so I'm going to make it to the repair beacon. That's nice. 5 fuel, which I don't need, 4 missiles, which I don't need, 5 drone parts, which I don't need, 43 scrap, which I could use, I guess. I could get more power, and 4 hull points repaired. And I'm just gonna go right to the flagship. Wish me luck! This is it, the Rebel flagship! If you are able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back. That's not true, I could charge my engines and jump away. So the first thing you're gonna notice is the cloak. Or maybe you'll notice it launch its hacking drone. Thank you. Thanks for the luck. It's gonna launch the hacking drone, and if it hacks my shields, I'm in bad shape. If it hacks my weapons, I'm in bad shape. If it hacks my oxygen, probably in bad shape. Pretty much anything it hacks. It hacked my empty drones that could not have been better for me. That is the best possible thing it could have hacked. So I'm gonna try to get these missiles offline as soon as I can. Now he's not gonna be able to really do enough damage. Hey, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. It's just tough because it has 4 layers of shields. And it repairs them quicker than I can do anything about it. I don't think I'll be able to get... Whoops. I don't think I'll be able to get the shields offline. Not for a while. I got the missiles offline temporarily, so if I understand correctly, if the missiles were getting ready to fire, as soon as they went offline, all of that progress bar, like these progress bars here, all of that should have went back down to 0. Will save me a few seconds. I wanted to mind control, but it cloaked before I could. Oh, all 3 hit. That's not good. Alright, mind control this guy so he stops fixing and starts breaking. And my cloak had recharged. Wow! I'm getting really lucky on this first flagship. The last time I won this game, I had, for some reason, the flagship battle was really difficult. Well, I mean, it's just hard. So I think my hull was down to around here from full. And the second and third flagship battles they were really easy. I'm not sure why. And I didn't really lose a whole lot more of my hull. Let's see. It does 2 damage per room hit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can almost finish it off. If I could hit 5 rooms, I could finish it off here. Let's see. That's still only 4. Well, let's just do that. If it fires missiles, I'll cloak, otherwise I'll just finish it off here. Nice. That could not have gone better. Just as you finally gain the upper hand, it finds a way to make an FTL jump. You've got to keep up the assault. I should have said the battery. I lost 1 hull. Yeah, that could not have gone any better. I mean, I guess I could have only done 0 hull damage, but... You chase down the flagship and discover it is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. You know, I'm starting to think, I don't get cloaking too often. It costs 150 scrap. I'm really starting to think that cloaking is... It's extremely useful against the flagship. Because, as you'll find out, I'm gonna need it here soon. Oh yeah, I forgot, the drone. The boarding drone. I don't like that. I mean, I could try to attack it, but... It takes a lot of damage before you can kill it. And you can't mind control it because it's a drone. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna go for this maximum hull damage. Let's see if that works. Oh, power surge detected. Ready? Oh, it's not doing its power surge. And Bigby's dying. I thought I was going to do its power surge. Unless I missed it. Oh yeah, it did. It's like 5 drones at once. So this might seem a little misleading here with this medbay, and I can't show right now, but there's the NG medbot dispersal, whatever it's called, system or something. I'll show, if I can beat this second flagship, which I think I can, I'll show you, and I'll show you what it does and how it works. I think it's standard on this ship, but other than that, it's not really, can't really, I don't know if you can acquire it at all. Alright, I cloaked for the missiles, and its shields are down. It'll be up because it's almost fully recharged, so it'll do 1 damage per room. It might hit this room with 2 damage if it hits before the shield powers up, but it's basically powered up. No, it didn't. So, because there's no oxygen and it's taking damage from this border drone, it's the NG Medbot dispersal is not enough. What it does, I don't think I explained it. What it does is it provides healing or whatever, medical treatment at 1/2 the rate if you're anywhere else on the ship. Normally you have to be in the med bay to to heal at all. Alright. Good deal. Just as you finally gain the upper hand, it finds a way to make an FTL jump. You've got to keep up the assault. Oh, I thought that order drone would stay there, but I guess not. And even though it breached my hull, it didn't actually do any more damage to my hull. It was very fortunate. Okay, so it's an augmentation, that's what it's called. NG Nano Medbots heal the crew outside of the medbay at a reduced speed, so it might not be half. I thought it was half speed. It requires a powered medbay to function. And you can see they're slowly healing 85, 86, 87. I'm basically playing a flawless game of FTL that you're watching. If you would have watched my stream about a week ago, you would have seen me die about 6 times in an hour. I don't think I got out of Sector 1. I think I did 1 time. I was having an awful time and really, really bad luck. This game can go downhill in a hurry. I'm acting like I've already won. And I think I will, but I can end up taking a lot of damage here. I think it's my weapons, though. It's a pretty good setup with weapons right now. You're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it has sustained. It looks like it's transferred power to the teleporter as well. Some kind of super weapon. Be prepared, this is it. Its super weapon is mind control. No, that's not right. I don't think it's right. But I can mind control my guy right back. And they're gonna beam aboard, so I'm going to vent them to space. I'll even take some oxygen out. Oh, they're beaming more people on board. Yeah, that's a good time to cloak. I think they beam everyone on board except for these 2 guys in the weapons rooms because there's no way they can get to the teleporter room, and then they kind of need a pilot. So they keep their pilot in the pilot room piloting. Oh, I guess they beam their pilot on board too. Goodness gracious. These guys will not die. Things aren't looking so good right now. I'm waiting for them to die, but they're not dying. And I don't want to run out of oxygen completely. And since my burst laser 1 is ready to go and I'm about to use power to it, I fire it. Oh no, I didn't use power. Let's get one of these guys in here to help this pilot put out the fire. And get my oxygen back up. So, they've mind control Big B, and I've mind control whoever this guy is, I can't see. So, they're winning the fight, but really I'm winning the fight, because when the mind control runs out, their guy will be the one that's dead, not mine. And then he will repair the oxygen that he's fighting against right now. If I can dodge any of those three would have been nice to dodge. Well, that mind control is lasting a long time. And I feel like I should be... I have power to my oxygen, and yet it's still dropping. I might actually die from a lack of oxygen here, which would be horrible because I'm doing so well. Alright, the mind control wore off and they're providing... Oxygen is still dropping. I don't have a hull breach that I know of. It should be rising. Alright, it is rising. It's up to 8%. And 11%. And Tifos is not doing well, but... Oh, I got a cloak here. Without cloak, I probably would have died a while ago. And I'd like to use my halberd beam, but I can't. Because it wasn't fully charged. If it would have been, I would have won right now. That's okay, the worst of it's done. They don't have much crew left. They can't be beaming anyone else over. And we have 60% oxygen and rising. And we have all our shields back. That was a close call for a bit there. I'm gonna send admin up and try to get Latifos healed up a little quicker. Oh no, you mind controlled my shields guy. Whatever shall I do? Well, I guess in doing so I lost power to my weapon. And I'm done with this guy. Victory! Ha 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 ha! I've done it! Thanks for the help, Latifos. Thanks for watching. You kind of saw a little bit in the end there how I almost ended up... things started to go bad for a little while. But, that's winning on easy with a lot of good luck. Thank you. This, when I played through before, I did not unlock all of the ships, but I remember this ship, which is this one right here. I had a real hard time with it. So yeah, just a little information about the game. You can do Easy, normal, or hard. Easy is pretty difficult already, so... And then, when you win, there are other ways to do it. You can unlock other ships. When he was talking about the shield, like the guy or the shield, the guy was Latifos. The shield is this Zoltan shield, and it has 5 bars of power. Nothing can get through. You can't do a crew teleporter past it. You can't send any missiles past it. It doesn't it recharges when you jump. It doesn't recharge, you know, while you're just in the middle of a fight. So especially early on, you can just take all the power away from these shields here and reroute it somewhere else. It can be quite useful. And in the flagship, when you have 4 sets of shields and the Zoltan shield, you know, that's pretty good defensive ship. These are the Lannius crew members. They drain oxygen out of a room. So if you have... I don't have the layout B, but if you do, I believe there's a crew teleporter there, and you can send them over, and you can also get one on this ship. You just have to find one and buy it. And you can teleport them, like, let's say to the other ship's oxygen room, maybe? And they'll drain out of the oxygen, and so whoever's fighting them will start to suffocate and have to leave the room, and then they can destroy the oxygen, and then the entire ship eventually will drain of oxygen and kill everyone for a crew kill. But it's easier said than done. And there's some other ships too. And I don't think I have any additional layouts for any of these ships. No, I don't. If I did, I could show you. I don't know for sure what the differences are, but I know layout B, you'll have some rooms will be in different locations, and you might have... I'm not sure for the Kestrel, but instead of a med bay, you could have a clone bay. I don't know if any of these ships have clone bays instead. Yes, this has a clone bay. The clone bay will automatically clone dead crew with a skill penalty. And it micro-clones when you jump. So there's no way to heal your crew members. There's no med bay, so you can't heal your crew members that way. But every time you jump, there's a small percentage of hit points that are healed. It says down here 8 per jump. If you upgrade it to the 2nd level, it's 16, and the 3rd level is 25. And you don't have to have the power applied to it to get that healing. But if you don't have any power applied and the crew member dies, you can't clone him. So a lot of people will have some fighters that all they do is they fight, so they'll take a skill penalty, but that'll only affect their fighting ability. And Mantis crew members, they have such an advantage already, it doesn't make a whole lot of a difference. So, anyways, it's about that time. I'm gonna stop streaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay classy.